Hey, what's good, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy Cole's Cowboys. Hey, we are officially 2-0. Hey, we are smoking out here, bro. Like the Cowboys defense, oh my gosh. The Cowboys got the best defense in the NFL. Not the NFC, but in the NFL. Man, they've been on point. They've been the lead dogs of this team. And hey, people like to divide, what I'm saying, throw out why Dak Prescott. Let me tell you, I'm gonna get to Dak Prescott because people need to put respect on my guy's name. But man, the defense been electric, and that's what we need. That's what championship teams need is a dominant defense that will take away the ball and create a lot of sacks. Right now, we're kind of side by side with San Fran. San Fran, they were like in a little fight with the Rams. Almost lost that game. That was a very close game. We have been the only team in the NFL that's been basically blowing their teams out. Now, people going to try to water it down, say, oh, y'all just played Daniel Jones and the Giants. Oh, y'all just played the Jets with no Aaron Rodgers. They're going to make excuses. I already know they're going to say this tomorrow. I'm prepared for it. I don't care. This team is special, man, and we can only get better. So let me get into this. I'm going to tell y'all what I felt, how I felt about, how I felt about the game, what I didn't like, what I liked. So we're gonna get into it. So let's talk about what I like. So one thing I wanted to see while I was getting into this game is the offense, because we haven't really seen much of the offense last week. We didn't have to because we blew out the Giants so early that it was no need. So this week I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot of offense, and I want to see it against the top 5 defense in the league. Because, that's what the Jets got. They got a top 5. We heard it all week. No excuses. So, let's just say this, man. Let me go ahead and throw out my stats for my quarterback. So, Dak Prescott was 31-38 in attempts. He threw for 255 yards. His QBR was at 112.2, which is great. And he didn't throw any interceptions at all. He never turned over the ball. We never turned over the ball on offense, period. That's impressive, man. My boy Dak is going off. Tony Pollard has been efficient. Him, Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn. Even Dak went on ahead and got some yards in. Turpin. All of them been doing good as far as the rushing game. Also, CeeDee Lamb, he had 11 receptions, 143 yards. He didn't get any touchdowns, but he was very efficient with his game. Tolbert was was good. He was good and consistent. Jake Ferguson got a touchdown in. I'm gonna get to what I didn't like. So, but with the way how the game was, and this is something I had to get used with this offense. One thing I can say about the offense is I like that we're being responsible. We're not making big splash plays like we did when Kellen Moore was in office. But we're being kind of smart, handling the clock, handling the time, make sure that we keep the ball on our end. We're not turning over the ball, and we're keeping that clock rolling, that's something that we did with our offense. We was very careful, if you know what I mean. We didn't really go for it on 4th down. We didn't, when we was in field goal range and couldn't, score. We kicked the field goal every time. And we was always leading. We was never trailing in the game. But I will say that it is very weird and new for us Cowboys, because a lot of people I seen were, looking at the point where, dang, we not scoring touchdowns. This is how it is, and I'm like, hey, I look at it like this. If you're leading, no need to take the points and don't give momentum to the other team, So I applaud Mike McCarthy for sticking to that, because it's hard to go in ahead and, if you right there, you're going to get a little, chance. You're going to want to go out there and be like, you know what, we're going to go ahead and go for this. And then you end up shooting yourself on the foot. I can say that that same exact thing happened to Bill Belichick when they played the Eagles. Bill Belichick had ample time to score 2 field goals, and they would have won that game. Instead, they wanted to go for it, and they lost. So, shout out to them. I am concerned about our red zone offense. When we got to the red zone, and granted, we've been playing against, like I said, the top 5, defense in the league. So it was very difficult for us to punch in the end zone. This is where we're starting to miss Zeke a little bit. Because Zeke always would have been that guy that just got us inside the end zone. We need to figure out something creative for us to punch into the end zone in the red zone. We need to do that. Like, we're gonna be facing a lot of stout defensive lines that's gonna pack up that box and make sure we don't score. We need to be able to have some type of game scheme that's gonna get us to punch right into the end zone. Because scoring field goals like we did today, I'm sorry, that's not gonna get the job done in the playoffs. It's not. We need to figure something out. We need to probably bring a guy in. I might be talking crazy, but we need to figure something out about that red zone offense. So we're gonna see. We'll see what they do. Oh, excuse me, but I was pleased about the offense. I'm not gonna say I didn't like the offense. The offense did what they were supposed to do. They didn't turn over the football. We did not give no momentum to the defense at all. The Jets defense, they were good. I'm not gonna say they were bad. They just weren't good enough against us. Maybe they were a little overhyped. I don't know. I'm taking my word for everybody else. They said it was the best defense. They played great last week against Josh Allen. So I don't know. We're going to see. I will say maybe the offense didn't help the defense out. The defense probably got gassed out. We was turning the ball. Zach Wilson threw 3 interceptions. Dalvin Cook fumbled. So that could have played the point of the defense just being like, dang, like we stayed out here, we tired, our offense not helping us. So, that's how it is. So, a great win by the Dallas Cowboys. We do play the Cardinals next week. That could be people gonna say that could be a trap game. The Cardinals, and I fully believe we will dominate the Cardinals. But the Cardinals do fight, and their defense has answered. They played the Commanders and they played the Giants. Oh, excuse me. They played the Commanders and they played the Giants. And the Giants, they almost lost. They came back and fought back and won. They almost beat the Commanders last week. So right now the Cardinals are 0-2, and they hungry for a win. We don't know if they want to tank, but that team played like they want to win games. I'm not even gonna put it past them, and I'm hoping that the Cowboys keep their minds focused and don't take this team lightly. But we're going to get into the Cardinals later on. But let me know what y'all think. Hey, hit that like button, hit that sub button, share this content, comment. Tell me what you think. Drop that star emoji if you reach the end of this video. And, hey, y'all have a wonderful afternoon. Stay safe. Peace. Go Cowboys.